it's time for a segment that I like to call Phil's Day Off. I don't know why I pressed that button. How about this one? Phil's Day Off. Uh-oh. Or how about Phil's Day Off? Okay. So anyway. Yesterday was my day off from streaming. And some weeks I have lots of interesting and fun stuff to tell you. And then some weeks I don't. Last week was one of those weeks. Last week I went out Christmas shopping, remember? I told you how I got new Christmas attire. I told you how I got a variety of liquor for the Christmas event. All this fun stuff that I did with Kat. It was a great day out. Super fun. Exciting. Very impressed. This week was the polar opposite. All right. This week was because we went out last week and we spent money and did stuff. This week I didn't have money to do anything. So it was just an errand day. I started off my day going to the trash dump. Very exciting. Let me tell you. Lugging giant bags of shit and trash and tossing it. It's very exciting stuff that I absolutely enjoy doing. Okay? So fun to do on my day off. I make sure that I build up the maximum amount of trash so when I go there I could spend the most amount of time exerting my body throwing trash away. Okay? So that was very exciting. Then I went to the pet store, did various other errands, went grocery shopping. Thankfully the grocery shopping wasn't so bad. For some reason there seemed to be less people in the store this week. I don't know why. Not very exciting day, just to be honest. It really wasn't. I was actually pleased. There didn't seem to be a lot of traffic either, which is weird because this time of the year there usually is increased traffic, but there really wasn't that much for my day off. I was actually getting around pretty quickly and not having to get stuck and spend my whole day out of the house when my wife was home and I wanted to spend time with her. All right. So basically I got home and we ordered food. We ended up ordering from the same place we had ordered several weeks ago. This place is really good, like Asian fusion. So they do Japanese, but they also do a few other things like some Chinese and other stuff. I got a bento box, and the bento box is chicken teriyaki with 2 pieces of shrimp tempura, 2 pieces of gyoza, which is a dumpling, fried pork dumpling, 4 California roll pieces. Now, California roll is not real sushi. It's fake sushi. It's basically imitation crab with avocado, cucumber, wrapped in the seaweed and the rice. It's cheap because it's not real fish. But at the same time, it tastes pretty good. Okay? And then, and rice. So that's what I got. I got this bento box. And then my wife got chicken teriyaki with some chicken katsu and a miso soup. So it was pretty good dinner. Pretty good dinner overall. Nothing to go crazy about. At the same time, we enjoyed the food. It was pretty good. But what we did enjoy, all right, is that Kat has started playing a new game because I gave Kat her Christmas present early. And Christmas present, because I know people were asking me what is it, was an Xbox Series S. So I got her a Series S during that time when they were they still are cheap. The thing was they went on sale during the Black Friday week. And thankfully, thanks to having a really good month here on YouTube 2 months ago, if you remember, there was the month when I got the ridiculous amount of gifted subs. So because of that, I had some extra money, and I was able to get her an Xbox Series S. The Series X was still, I told her I could get it for her, but I'd have to pre-order it, and you have to wait to get it, and you have to wait for it. You have to wait like a month. It was stupid. Like, you can't just buy the Series X. You have to go online to a queue and pre-order and wait. And I explained to her the difference between the Series S and the Series X is very simple. The Series X has more storage space and basically is meant to run in 4K. We don't even have a 4K TV in the living room. Our TV is a 1080p TV from 8 years ago. So there's no point in getting the Series X. She wasn't even going to use the features of it anyway. And I was like, so we can get the Series S now, or you get the Series X in like a month or two whenever it gets approved or whatever. And she's like, all right, let's just do the S. So I got her the Series S. So she is currently jumping into Game Pass for the first time. She's exploring the games of Xbox Game Pass. And the first game that she opted to play, incidentally, is Fallout 3. Because she has never played it before. Okay? So it's fun because she's playing it and I'm watching. I'm starting to remember all the stuff about the game. And I'm like, oh, this is neat. I haven't played this game in 10 years. And honestly, a lot of the stuff about it, I personally don't really remember. But what's cool about it is that I'm able to help her with game mechanics. Like, I don't necessarily remember the story, but I remember the game mechanics. So I'm explaining to her, oh, here's how you repair your stuff. You combine them in your inventory like this. Or, you know, here's how those books, when you find a book, immediately read the book because you immediately get a permanent stat boost and stuff like that. So it's fun because she's never played. She played Fallout 4 and didn't like it. She's playing Fallout 3 and she loves it. Why? Because Fallout 3 is an actual RPG. While Fallout 4, they essentially turned into a shooter, which is not good. Like, the game is not good as a shooter. You know what I mean? This is what happened, sadly. Last console gen with a lot of games is they tried to turn a franchise into a more casualized game that wasn't very good. They did it with Mass Effect. Mass Effect 1 is an RPG. Mass Effect 2 is more of a narrative-based hybrid. Mass Effect 3 is literally an action-based shooter. And it's literally got the worst gameplay of the entire trilogy, right? Fallout 3, old school, open world RPG with the VATS as the main focus. Yes, you could play it as a shooter and it's not very good, but it has so many cool role-playing elements. Fallout New Vegas becomes more about the dialogue trees, and yes, opens it up to play a little bit more action-based because melee combat's actually viable, but it's definitely still an RPG. Fallout 4 feels like you're playing a first-person shooter. Like, they kind of over-casualized it to the point where it's just not that good. And that's why a lot of people criticize this so strongly. So, I'm actually very happy to watch her start playing Fallout. And incidentally, you know, I'm going to be playing Fallout 3 likely on Christmas Day. So I think this is fun for me to watch her play it. And then when I play it, I could do things differently. It's kind of neat. So, yeah, it was a fun day. I watched her play Fallout 3 for a lot of the day and helped her out with the basics of the gameplay mechanics and everything, and she's loving the game. Fallout 3 is one of those games, even when it was a new game, the graphics weren't that great, right? But now it runs at a smooth 60 frames on the Xbox Series consoles, both S and X. It runs at smooth 60 frames per second. The graphics essentially look slightly better because it's 1080p now instead of 720. So there's very slightly better. It's not really that much noticeable because it's not like they redid all the textures in the game or anything like that. So you're going to see, you know, bad textures. You're going to see bad levels of detail. Nothing's smooth. Everything's edgy and like pokey. You know what I mean? But it's still a very enjoyable game. I'm watching her play. I'm like, oh man, this is fun to just watch, and the dialogue is great. You know. So I'm actually very excited to play it. The thing is, the intro is just in the vault. Like, the vault is the first, like, hour, if not more. So when I play it on Christmas, I very well might barely get out of the intro if I even do. I guess we'll have to see, okay? Anyway, so that's basically what I did yesterday. That was my day off. Not a super exciting day, but once I got home from all the shitty errands I had to run, I actually had a pretty good time, you know, relaxing with my wife, watching her play Fallout 3 and helping her out with it. So it was fun.